I don't think I would have survived another 10 minutes because I was like standing out of my body and I was watching them pull me out of the thing, out of that rubble.
I'm Megan Kernan, reporter for 5 on Your Side, standing outside what's left of Garfield Lacy's home in the Ville. 4 weeks ago, he was buried alive when a tornado leveled his house, and many of you watched his rescue unfold live. Now, for the first time, Garfield shares how he survived nearly 5 hours under all this rubble. It's a story you'll only see on 5 on Your Side. Just being here is proof that miracles do happen. We start by taking you back to that moment that had us all holding our breath.
And then we are having a man who is trapped in his own home in North St. Louis. Mark Maxwell has been giving us updates to this situation. Basically, we are all on the edge of our seats wanting to know how he is doing, Mark.
Yeah, Kelly, we're still not sure of his actual condition. We do know that he's in verbal contact with these firefighters and emergency responders and has been throughout. In fact, the firefighters are taking verbal cues from him as they start to move things from one part of the building. He'll say, "That's putting pressure on my body. I'll move out of the way." We just heard some of the firefighters call for one of their bigger saws. They've been moving some of this brick by brick, board by board, door by door. This is dangerous work. Got it? They can't hear me.
Well, how have you been doing, Garfield?
I've been doing just still in a lot of pain. I know it's afterwards. It's a lot of things I can't move, I can't move the same way that I used to.
I mean, 4 weeks ago, you were underneath all of this rubble.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that day.
I didn't know it was gonna be a tornado because a couple of days prior they was sounding the alarm, and I had just came in, walked in, I saw it was a little windy. I saw the back door blow open. I went to push it close, and all of a sudden the windows start blowing out. It was shocking and fire popping. I turned around to take off running and run out the front door. I got like 3 feet from it and the whole house just came down and crushed me. It knocked me out. I don't know how a gas line got all the way in my face, but when I woke up, I didn't know what was going on. I was just laying under everything. I was crushed, I couldn't move. I couldn't really talk. It was a gas line blowing gas in my face. So, I mean, I was under there for almost like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my gosh, and you said 2 stories?
Yeah, 3,900 square feet of brick, 2 stories, and attic.
I mean, it's a miracle you made it out alive.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I remember when we were here, you gave some thumbs up whenever they were taking you out.
Yeah.
For being in there for 4 to 5 hours, when they finally rescued you, what was that feeling?
I could breathe. It got to a point. I know it may sound crazy, but I don't think I would have survived another 10 minutes because I was like standing out of my body and I was watching them pull me out of the thing, out of that rubble. And once they got most of the stuff off of me, it's like I popped back into my body.
Oh my goodness. How long were you in the hospital for?
A week. I got 4 broke ribs, and my collarbone up here was cracked. They said hematoma, whatever that is, was crushed and my kidneys failed.
So how have you been doing health-wise?
I've been doing. I can't lift my hands over my head. It don't even go past my shoulder, so it's hard for me to put on the shirt. I definitely can't bend over. I had to get some help to put my shoes on in time because it hurt my back. I had a real back injury too.
Oh my gosh. So where have you been staying?
Just here and there for now. But
You've been staying here?
no, I ain't nowhere to stay at right there.
You're sitting with family in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What's it like, coming back here to see your home?
Man, I'm speechless. I mean, we've been in that house for a long time. But, yeah, it's sad, you know.
Yeah. And what about just like your neighborhood? All of the devastation.
Yeah, everybody lost. Man, it looked like we got bombed. Everything gone. Just everybody lost their house. You know, from this whole entire street, all the way down Natural Bridge and far on. I mean, I never seen nothing like it. You know, every family lost a house. You know, no house survived on the street.
Right. Wow. I mean, does it feel like it's been 4 weeks for you?
Yeah, it's been long. It's been long. Just dealing with the pain. Yeah, it seemed longer.
Yeah. It's gonna take a while for you to recover then, right?
Yeah, they said. But, yeah.
Did you have any surgeries while you were in the hospital?
No, I might. They said I got to go back. They might have to cut into my back and see what's going on. But,
Can we go back to that moment though when you were under it? Because when I was watching, I heard they said when they located you and they would step in certain places that they would hear you make a noise or whatever. Like, so what was that like? Because
yeah, they didn't know.
Feel the footsteps of the first responders on top of you and all that, or what was that like?
No, I felt the bricks on me, but they didn't know which position I was in. You know, they said they had a dog that sniffed me out. And they was getting ready to cut me in half with the chainsaw by accident. But I guess they found out which way I was laying, and they got it right. Thanks to St. Louis City Fire Department, man, they did a good job. Yeah.
And you were giving them cues. You were like, "Hey, I'm over here."
No, I couldn't talk.
Okay.
I mean, as loud as I'm talking now. That was as loud as I could scream.
Wow.
Yeah, to the top of my lung.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't want to re-put you back into it or re-traumatize you with it, but like there's a gas line in your face for 4.5 hours. Like, could you just go into describing that a bit more? Like, what's that experience like being under a house?
Yeah, I was knocked out. I was unconscious when I woke up. I could hear the police saying it's a gas line. It's a gas leak. He's telling everybody to run and get back. And I was like, oh, I'm finna blow up.
So you got knocked out immediately when the house fell?
Yeah. I mean, it happened so fast. You know, as I turned around to take off running, I was down that quick. All I heard was boom. It was it.
I mean, your story is just so remarkable. You know, the fact that you made it out alive.
That's a miracle. That's a miracle. I mean, just when I looked at the news clipping and seeing the condition, and seeing that, I made it out of that. Yeah, that's a miracle.
I mean, have you had the time to process just the fact that, how grateful you are to be here?
Yeah. I'm also glad my mom had just left, man. I'm glad she wasn't in there. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy. Yeah.
We are too. Was there something that you kept telling yourself in your head? I know you couldn't speak, but what kept you?
I was like, somebody please hurry up and get me out of here. When I first woke up, I was almost like, am I dead? I had to wait and process that at first. Then after that, you know, I was just like, man, please get me out. But I was hearing the people, but, you know, I didn't know I was that deep under. And they said I was under 2 stories of rubble. I said, two stories of bricks. Yep, 2 stories of bricks and steel. Yep, all the way under.
And what's next for you?
Rebuild. Keep going. That's all I can do. Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to add?
No, I'm just happy I'm here. That's it. I thank the firemen, man, they did a good job. I thank the paramedics too for moving as fast as they did. They responded, so they did a good job. St. Louis City firemen. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.